Hey, Personal Finance. Mrs. Allen here. I'm going to talk you through the 5 stocks for $10,000 assignment and how you're going to use Yahoo Finance to help you research the stocks that you'll be tracking for the next few weeks. So starting here, these are the stocks you can research. It's just a list of some Fortune 500 companies that you will probably recognize, maybe not. So if I'm going to research a company here, I'm going to use this symbol, AAPL for Apple. I'm going to come over here to Yahoo Finance, and I typed in AAPL. You'll notice that there's a few different Apple offerings. We're going to just use the one that's the symbol that I've shown you, because they're all a little bit different. Okay, so this is the Apple page. These graphs up here show you how they've been doing in a few of the different indices that track stocks by different measures. Like this is a really small graph version of their progress. Here's where they're at right now, which is $112 per share, meaning like when you buy stock, you're buying just like a chunk of that company, like a very small chunk. But this chunk of Apple costs $112. So you can buy multiple shares and get a greater share of that company. The number you're going to be using for your spreadsheet is the previous close number. That's where the stock ended at the business day before, which in this case is 113.49. So you're going to put that number. See, there's multiple tabs here, stocks to research, then this is your information here. Yesterday's closing price is 113.49. So you're going to put app company name here, company symbol here, yesterday's closing price here from Yahoo Finance. And then you're going to decide how much of each one of these stocks you want to have. So an easy way to do it would be to do $2,000 for each one, since you're trying to get up to $10,000. And then this column is going to do some math for you. It's going to find out how many shares you would get if you're spending $2,000 on it. And you can get like parts of shares. It's not going to be an even number here, obviously. So let's come back and research a little bit more. Maybe I want to know some more about Apple. Maybe it's a company that I'm not super familiar with. So I'm going to come to these tabs here, and there's a bunch of different things that I can find out. So for an introduction to the company, like what it is, go to Profile, scroll down, and read this description. This is like a short summary of what each one of these companies is and does. Great place to start if you don't know a whole lot about it. Okay. Other things you can look at are the chart, which gives you a graph of how this company has been doing. So the way to read this graph is each one of these bars represents 1 day's change. When they're green, it means that on this line here, this is a time when the line was going up. And when they're red, that means it's a time when the line was going down. So you can see, and each one of these bars represents a day, like I said. So like on this day, that's how much it rose or fell. So yeah, you can see how much change is there, indicated there. So this is just a fun thing to look at. If you want to know what people are saying about it, there is actually like basically kind of a Reddit feed about people's thoughts about the company right there. You are welcome to look at anything in here. There's a bunch of different, statistics, and you can look up what all of these different things mean if you'd like to. But that's a place to start there. So let's come back to this 5 stocks for $10,000. So let me do one more example for you. So say I want to research Disney. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to type in DIS for Disney. Click on it. Okay, so I see that the Walt Disney Company, its previous close was 133.22. So I'm going to come over to my spreadsheet. I'm going to type in DIS 133.22. Maybe I want to get $2,000 worth of that stock. So that means I'm going to be getting 15.013 shares of that stock. You're going to go through and do this for all of them. So right now this says $2,000, but when these cells add up to $10,000, that's what this cell is going to say. And that's where I'll leave you for right now. There's more instructions to come soon.